When two parents can't stop fighting for the last word, their quiet son finds it first. The only thing Leo liked about Wednesdays was the ride. Dad's car was quiet. Not the kind of quiet that made you lonely, but the kind that gave you room to think. The radio was always off. No phone calls, no humming. Just the soft tick of the turn signal and the whir of the heater that never quite figured out how to aim at his feet. They'd pass the same corner store, the same crooked mailbox, the same rust-colored van that hadn't moved in a year. Leo liked that, a world that stayed put. Mom's house was different. Candles on the stove, music in every room, and pillows that looked like they'd fallen out of a dream. She laughed easily and cried just as fast. Her hugs were tight and lingering, like she was trying to press her heartbeat into his chest. Dad's were brief, but real. Neither house was bad, but neither felt entirely like home. Home was a place you didn't have to translate yourself. At school, Ms. Enriquez assigned a family history project. Interview two relatives. Ask them what family means to them. Easy enough. Mom said, family is love. It's who shows up when you're broken and nobody else will. She took a long sip of wine. It's not blood. Blood can be poison. Then she kissed his forehead and made a joke about burning the pasta again. Dad said, family is duty. You protect it, provide for it, keep it together, even if you have to tape it back piece by piece. He stared at the chessboard between them. Some people walk away. I stayed. Leo wrote it all down, then erased it, then wrote it again, this time in his own words. Softer. Not because he was scared, but because they didn't need to be louder. They just needed to be true. He didn't show either parent the full draft, but Mom found it. She didn't say anything. Just folded it quietly and slid it into his backpack. Later, Dad found the same page. He took it out, read it under the kitchen light, then put it right back where he'd found it. The night before the presentation, Leo stayed at Grandma June's. She was Dad's mother, though Dad rarely talked about her. Her house smelled like old books and ginger tea. She didn't ask him much, just handed him a puzzle with one missing piece. Try anyway, she said. After he'd fit everything else together, she handed him the last piece. No ceremony, just a small, wrinkled hand offering completion. At school, Leo read his report. Simple lines, small truths. My parents are very different. One thinks love is the answer. The other thinks love is the reward for being strong. I think they're both right. I think they're both still figuring it out. I don't have to pick. Ms. Enriquez nodded, then asked the class, and what do you believe about family now, Leo? He paused, not for effect, just to listen to what was already inside. I think family is the people who argue in front of you, but still show up to hear you speak. After school, his parents stood by the car, not yelling, just editing each other, sentence by sentence. Leo watched from the back seat. When they paused to breathe, he leaned forward. You don't have to finish the argument, he said. I already did. They turned, startled, and for once, neither had anything to add. That night, Leo sat by the window, watching the wind rearrange the snow. The world outside didn't make more sense than before. But something had changed. The adults hadn't settled it. Not really, but Leo had. And that was the last word.